Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'm going to show you some items that literally just walked in the door 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. I thought I'd do some videos, and here I am. So, um, I guess first was the least, not most unexciting piece is an infantry pattern sword, pattern 1845. Now, there's the 1822 pattern, there's the 1845 pattern. The biggest giveaway is this top nut right here. So I'll show you a close-up of that so you see it. So that's the biggest giveaway. There is other differences such as the blade, but in this case, it's an 1845. They both have folding guards, so don't have to worry about that. And the reason they did that is because when it's here, it's not digging into your side, it's folded, it provides more of a, less of a profile, and it doesn't keep banging into you. So this blade is not in perfect condition, that's for sure. It is not Wilkinson. It's just a standard infantry pattern officer's sword, Victorian crown on it. VR cipher, which is what is that, 1860 something for VRI, which is Victoria Regina, India. So yeah, 1860, I don't know. Anyways, it's 1860 something. So there you go. And I'm sure somebody's going to post on this after they Google it or they know. So nice officer's sword, still has a shark skin grip and the wire wrap. Here, I'll show you that. Not all messed up. Nice condition, still good. That's the biggest giveaway for an 1845 instead of a 22. If it's 22, it's flat at the top, so get rid of the nut right there. You know what? And I did that to make sure they didn't do sword fighting with it, and you'll understand why in a minute. So, there's that. 1912 pattern cavalry officer's sword, held by the bowl. That's the biggest giveaway for a 1912. Also, the handle. You can see that it's a 1912 pattern cavalry officer's sword. So they come in a metal scabbard and they come in a leather scabbard. So this is not a Wilkinson. Again, if it was a Wilkinson, it would have a number on the spine here and it would be marked Wilkinson. And then you can research it and see who it belonged to. Unfortunately, in this case, you can't. This one, as it's manufactured by a company in Sheffield, Hutton and Sons Limited. And what's unusual about this is the charging cavalryman on the blade. I don't think that's a regimental thing. I think the gentleman who ordered this sword wanted that on there. There's no other information on the sword besides George V, and there's nothing else. There's no dedication. Walked in the door this way, the family didn't have the history on it. It's just something they picked up over time and had no clue. This came from a family whose relative was in the 15th Battalion and got an MC and a DSO. They wouldn't sell me the medals. I tried to buy the medals. I offered them a lot of money for the medals. They wouldn't sell them to me. They sold me a year ago all the paperwork from when he was in Siberia, all his letters home to his wife. But they didn't sell me the medals, and they still won't sell me the medals, which is fine, whatever. They insist on keeping them. That's good that they are taking care of it. I don't know why they sold me these instead, but whatever. It's all good. It is what it is, right? According to Bill. So, last but not least is a Cossack sword. So, what's nice about this is that the leather hangers are still there. They're dry rotting. They're not taken care of particularly well, truthfully. I can't remove them without cutting them off. I'm not going to. So, and they're leaving a mess everywhere. Not everywhere, but enough that I notice. The biggest problem with this is that because kids had their hands on it, that they were playing sword fighting with it. And on the blade is some very serious hacks to it. So, right there. It's a shame, but that's what happened. Hopefully you can see that. And also right there. Unfortunately, you know, it is what it is, but it's been beaten badly. The last one I had of these was very nice and it was perfect, and I sold it for good money. This, unfortunately, is a good piece, but it's been beaten so badly that it doesn't have the same value. They are collectible. They become more collectible with time. I haven't priced this yet. I know what I purchased the lot for from the family, but that's not relevant. I'd have to sell the stuff, and that is the goal, is to sell it always, right? I don't collect this stuff, so mind you, I don't collect much. I don't have a disease that badly. Well, I do, but that's not relevant, right? Anyways, thanks for looking. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You never know what's going to walk in the door when you have a retail store, and the dog keeps snoring. I don't know if you can hear that. It's pretty funny. Anyways, thanks for looking. Take care. Bye.